Attention Supreme Court of Georgia Justices and all disbarred attorneys in the state of Georgia. I, complainant James Pitts, is publicly reporting verified corruption in the State Bar of Georgia's Grievance Counsel, beginning with verified corrupt Paula Frederick, as well as Carmen Rojas Rafter, Bill Neesmith, and there is a couple of other Grievance Counsel attorneys that I'm going to be calling out by name. Supreme Court of Georgia Justices, I want you to be informed that Paula Frederick, Carmen Rojas Rafter, Bill Neesmith, and it's a couple of other Grievance Counsel attorneys that I have dealt with that have been knowingly, they have certainly been protecting Edward R. Downs Jr., who's now deceased. He is a Riverdale attorney who enabled and he also stole $7,712.99 from my late mother, Fannie Renee Pitts' estate, and I, James Pitts, beginning on March 26, 2008. My mother died on March 19, 2008. I filed a grievance against him in 2011, 2013, 2015, and also 2020. And absolutely nothing happened. So you're telling me, State Bar of Georgia Grievance Counsel, beginning with you, Paula Frederick, you corrupt tyrant, you mean to tell me Edward R. Downs Jr. can knowingly lie to you all? He can also file false documents in a court of law? You mean to tell me he can file false accountings on my late mother's estate? He doesn't have to have an attorney trust account? You mean to tell me, out of all of the attorneys that you all have recommended for disbarment, Edward R. Downs Jr. doesn't have to do any of the things that other attorneys have to do? Everyone, I'm going to post a link under this video for you all to see the evidence of corruption at the State Bar of Georgia's Grievance Counsel. And Paula Frederick, you know I met with you in February of 2023. And I'm also going to publicize the email that I sent you, because I'm letting you know I am going to sue the State Bar of Georgia and Edward R. Downs Jr.'s estate for a second time. So this will be the first time I'm going to sue the State Bar of Georgia. I already have a claim against his estate in Clayton County, in the Clayton County Probate Court as we speak. But once I get a judgment against his estate, I'm going to sue the State Bar of Georgia and his estate together. I'm going to make sure he's disbarred. You, Paula Frederick, tried to lie to me and tell me in February of 2023 there was nothing you could do now that he's deceased. You corrupt tyrant, you never tried to do anything to him when he was alive, and I have proof of that. I showed you all the bank statements. I showed you the lies he told to you all, and absolutely nothing happened to him. Well, I'm going to show you that a lawsuit is going to get him disbarred, and I am going to be seeking compensatory and punitive damages as well. If you all have recommended other attorneys in Georgia for disbarment, you should have done the same thing to Edward R. Downs Jr. He began his corruption in the verified corrupt probate court of Fulton County with the knowledge and the consent, and I'm going to say consent because I have the proof to back it up, of corrupt Pinky T. Toomer, as well as the corrupt Superior Court of Fulton County, as well as the magistrate court when I filed a criminal warrant application against him, as well as my mother's unappointed executor at the time. Like I would tell you all, to all attorneys who have been disbarred, regardless of what you were disbarred for, that's beside the point right now, because there is a now deceased attorney by the name of Edward R. Downs Jr. who has been allowed to steal $7,712.99 from my late mother's estate, Miss Fannie Renee Pitts, and her estate number is 209876 in the corrupt Fulton County Probate Court, which is now a claim in the Clayton County Probate Court, because I filed a claim against his estate. I did. And I don't care who don't like it, because I'm going to take this even further. My goal now is to get Edward R. Downs Jr. disbarred, the State Bar of Georgia sued for compensatory and punitive damages. I consider that civil conspiracy, because that's exactly what it is. You, Paula Frederick, and I keep calling your name Paula Frederick because you are as corrupt as the day is long. You are a liar too. You are a big liar. You shouldn't even be on the Grievance Counsel for the State Bar of Georgia. You are a liar, and you are as corrupt as the day is long. And disbarred attorneys, I have proof of this. Listen to this, and listen to me good. When I filed a complaint against corrupt Edward R. Downs Jr. in 2015, do you know they told me that they couldn't do anything to him after 4 years? Do you know they never mentioned to me about the 2-year tolling provision that the State Bar of Georgia has? Well, I read Henry Allison, and I read some other decisions from the Supreme Court of Georgia who have disbarred attorneys and suspended attorneys. Now, do you know the corrupt State Bar of Georgia never mentioned their 2-year tolling provision to me? Now, as you heard earlier, I said I filed a complaint against Edward R. Downs Jr. in 2011, 2013, 2015, and 2020. And at no time did they make this man file bank statements. They made him do nothing. They did absolutely nothing to him. Now, I thought an attorney is supposed to have an attorney trust account when he is dealing with his client's money. Well, Edward R. Downs Jr. stole 2 insurance checks directly from me and never accounted for it. And he told the State Bar of Georgia his office never diverted no checks or payments at any time whatsoever. Well, everybody, I'm going to post a link under this YouTube video showing you he lied to the State Bar of Georgia, and they accepted his lies and his corruption. That's why you're going to get sued coming up, State Bar of Georgia, as soon as I'm done with corrupt, now deceased Edward R. Downs Jr. in the probate court of Fulton, not the probate court of Fulton County, the probate court of Clayton County. Once I get a judgment against his estate, I want you to be publicly informed that I intend to sue you for your civil conspiracy, as well as your knowledge of what Edward R. Downs Jr. and you failed to discipline him as you are required to do. It's not an option. You're required to investigate and prosecute him. And that you didn't do. And I have the proof that you didn't do it. So prepare for an upcoming lawsuit once I'm done in the probate court of Clayton County against his estate. And everybody, I'm going to post a link to Edward R. Downs Jr.'s estate case in Clayton County too, for everybody to see all of my filings on the case. Thank you very much.